Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Today I want to get ready. I got this palette by Tarte. It's called Full Bloom. Last year I got this palette as a gift. I tried like 3 times and this palette is so natural, like so natural. You have no idea. It's so beautiful. At the beginning I was like, I don't like it. I don't know what it is about the shadows that they look like Kicks makeup. But then I started playing with the palette and I fell in love. Like I love it. It's so easy to get ready. You just throw some shadows in there, blend it, and you're boom out of the door, and that's just awesome. So today I want to get ready using this palette. Can I show you my face like that? I want to apply my foundation right away. I'm going to be using my favorite foundation, Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This one is in the shade Y415. I love it. It's light to medium coverage. You can make it full coverage if you use more pumps. I only use one. I think it's enough for the face and the rest of the neck. This brush that I'm using is by MAC and I love it, so soft. Oh, I love MAC brushes. Last year and I ordered these brushes by Zoeva because I hear so many good things about these brushes. I got them like August last year. And when the brushes came, it took like maybe like 10-11 days to arrive from Germany. And when those brushes arrived, they turned out to be crap. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. I mean, those brushes, you will hear people raving about these brushes like by Zoeva. Oh, my favorite brush by Zoeva. Those brushes are so scratchy. And you can tell they're bad quality. Like, they're not like that great. And I was like, what? Like, you know, I could like at that moment like returning. But the whole returning thing is just a hassle that I don't want to do. And I don't want to go through. So I decided to keep them. I still have them on my makeup studio. But I think at some point I'm gonna get rid of them. I was like, they're not MAC brushes, but at least they could be like Sigma brushes. You know, Sigma brushes are very, very good. And I was very excited. I'm like, okay, well, Zoeva brushes. A lot of people saying that they're like almost like a MAC brush. And then I received them last year. Girl, I want my money back. I still want my money back. I'm gonna be using 2 of my favorite concealer. One is by Nars, Radiant Creamy Concealer on the shade Ginger. And this one is by MAC. It's 24 Hour My Studio Fix Smooth Wear Concealer. This one is on the shade NC42. So I'm gonna mix them and I'm gonna apply them on this marker over here and on the mouth. Now I'll take Ginger from Nars. I'm going to blend this concealer. Now I just blend whatever leftover I have my concealer. I'm gonna be using my powder by Hourglass. This one is Ambient Lighting Powder. This one is in the shade Dim Light. It looks like this and I love it. It's beautiful, this powder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave my brows alone. I'm just gonna apply clear. Well, this is already brown, like I use all the time for my brow powders or my brow pencil. This is Brow Set by MAC. I love this gel. It's just a gel. And I'm just gonna leave my brows alone today. I don't feel like doing absolutely anything on my brows. I'm gonna be using my Nars primer. I love this primer so much. This is Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I'm just gonna apply this. I'm gonna take this beautiful, gorgeous palette, Tartelette Full Bloom by Tarte. And I love the mirror, it's so big. I'm gonna be using this shade over here called Optimistic. I'm a very optimistic person, so I'm gonna use that shade as a transition. Generous, that is so pretty, like this one over here on the palette. All over my crease. I'm gonna take my blending brush now and I'm gonna start softening that a little bit on my crease. I'm gonna take this color over here in the palette called Garden. Now I'm gonna cut my crease. I never cut my crease on camera. I always do that outside camera. This Pillows base. This one is white. It looks like this. I'm going to take this color called Crow right here in the palette. Sunflower, and so pretty. Shimmer shade over here. Romance, and it's so pretty. This one right here. I'm gonna be using that shade to blend that crease because I don't like it to be so sharp like that. I'm going to take this color over here called Magnolia, and it's so pretty. It's like a light beige color, almost like a white shade, but it's like a light beige. And I'm gonna apply this on my brow bone. I like it a lot. I didn't like so much the cut crease, but usually when I do it out of camera, it comes better than on camera. This is the first time. This shade over here called Eye Catching, and I'm gonna be using that on my inner tierra. I already applied false lashes. What I did was apply this inliner, Epic Inliner by NYX. I love this stuff. It's so liquidy. It's amazing. It's a liner. I apply my Milani Power Lash Volumizing Mascara. This one right here. And I use my Lily lashes. And these ones are on the shade Lux. I love these lashes because they're perfect for hooded eyes, like my eyes, you know. They're so natural, they're so pretty. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this palette. Like, it's so pretty, so gorgeous. Like, oh my god, those shades are super natural, so beautiful. And they remind me so much of the Too Faced Natural Eyeshadow Palette. I think that's the name, Natural, I don't know, something like that. But this one brings 28 eyeshadows, I mean. 28 eyeshadows. Almost for the same price than the Too Faced, so it's so worth it, seriously. I'm going to be using my Sculpting Palette by VCR. This one is Bronzer and Highlighter Sculpting. I'm just going to bronze my face with this palette. I love it. So beautiful. A little bit of this color over here, the middle color. My hair is so messed up. I don't feel like brushing my hair right now. And I'm going to apply on my nose. To kind of contour my nose, but very little, very subtle. I'm going to be using my Becca highlighter, and this is Opal. Palette by Inglo, and I love this blush palette. It's so beautiful. I'm going to show you the shades over here. They're very pigmented and vibrant. I'm going to be using the shade, I think I'm going to be using this one over here, the one that had the shimmer, and that shade is the number 40. So pretty. It has this gold shimmer. I'm going to make it a swatch so you can see it. It's this one right here. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and this shade is Mrs. Kisses. It's so pretty. I love the packaging. It's adorable. It's this color over here. It looks very well with the blush, by the way. That's much better. This is the look, guys. As you can see, this palette is absolutely amazing. I love it for every day. It's perfect. I found it extremely amazing, this palette. I love it. I love it for every day. You can create the most stunning looks. You can create something very basic and be out of the door, or you can create something very glam. Best investment ever from my husband. I love it. I think it's a beautiful palette. He gave me this palette on November like first week when it first released. At the beginning, I thought that he was like crazy, like getting me this palette. I'm like, oh, these shadows are like kicks makeup. Like, why did you buy me this palette? So weird and so random. And he's like, I don't know. I passed by Sephora. I was very close and I saw it and I was like, the guy was telling me that it was new, that it would be good for my wife. And I got it for you. And I was just like, oh, so disappointed. Like, why do you spend this money on this palette? Like, seriously, I have so much makeup. And I'm declaring makeup, you're gonna come getting me this palette. And he's like, yeah, but it was so pretty and I thought that you would like it because of the colors. And yeah, I do love the packaging for sure. I love this type of colors. Super obsessed with this palette so far. I gotta tell you, it's perfect. It reminds me so much of I just did my freaking nails there. I cannot believe I wanna cry. I feel like this palette is basically the same shadows like Too Faced, but this one's better. Because, you know, Too Faced Natural eyeshadow palette, because that one bring like very little shades and this one bring like a variety of 28 eyeshadows. So that's awesome right there. And they're very pigmented and they're vibrant. And if you use like smaller brush, like brushes like this one by Morphe, for example, you're gonna get a lot of payoff, you know what I mean? And I don't get like fall off, nothing. If you use big brushes, you probably end up getting some fall off, but I don't get anything like that. I don't get kickback whatsoever because I use it with these Morphe brushes that I love. This one is the Morphe M506, M506. Love it. And the M507. So yeah, this palette is so nice, so beautiful. And you can create glam looks and you can create basically everyday basic eyeshadow looks and you can be out of the door in a second. Great. I love it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video, okay? Bye-bye.